Hello, future doctors. Welcome back again. So, before starting the class, we will recap for 5 minutes. So, in last class, we have discussed about its location, its size, and covering layer of heart and layers of heart, walls of heart, and blood vessels of heart. So now, today, coming to heart location, it is located at mediastinum region, mediastinum region, and coming to size, it is closed fist, right? And now it has four chambers. Those are right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, and left ventricle. So this whole blue color is deoxygenated blood, and this whole red color indicates oxygenated blood. So from superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, and superior vena cava, these two will collect deoxygenated blood from our part of the body, and it passes the deoxygenated blood to the right atrium. So here it enters into right atrium, and from there it comes to right ventricle. So what right ventricle will do? It gives deoxygenated blood, it pumps deoxygenated blood to lungs via left pulmonary artery and right pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery. So deoxygenated blood comes from superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, and enters into right atrium, and from there it enters into right ventricle, and right ventricle it pumps deoxygenated blood to lungs via left pulmonary artery and right pulmonary artery. Okay, and next from lungs we will get again oxygenated blood to left atrium with the help of pulmonary veins. So these are the left pulmonary veins. So it carries oxygenated blood from lungs to left atrium, and from left atrium it pumps blood to left ventricle. What left ventricle do? It has thickest cell wall comparing to right ventricle, and here it passes bloods to aorta. So this is aorta. Now aorta pumps blood to every part of the body. Okay, and coming to layers of the heart, we have three layers, right? One is epicardium, myocardium, and next endocardium. So these are the layers of the heart. And coming to outermost layer of the heart, it is called pericardium. So again, once again I will repeat. Heart is located at mediastinum, and it's coming to size, and approximately it has weight of 250 to 350 grams, and it looks as closed fist like this. And next it has four chambers. One is right ventricle, right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, and left ventricle. And coming to outermost layer of heart, it is called pericardium. And again it is also divided into two layers. One is fibrous pericardium, and next one is serous pericardium. Okay, and Next, coming to layers of the heart, it has epicardium, myocardium and endocardium. So in last class we have discussed about these. Now coming to today's class. So in blood circulation system we will learn about how blood travels to the travels from the heart to the body. And here we all know that in heart it is a double circulation system. Double circulation system, which means blood travels to heart, travels to heart twice, but in one complete cycle. So that means in simple words, two circulations at single time. And here we have two loops. One is pulmonary loop and second one is systematic loop. Okay. Now coming to pulmonary loop. So we will discuss about pulmonary loop and systematic loop. So now we will discuss about two loops, that is two circulations. Okay. So it has two circulations, right? Because it is called double circulation. First one is pulmonary loop and second one is systematic loop. So in pulmonary loop, what happens? The deoxygenated blood from every parts of the body is collected with the help of superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, and from there the deoxygenated blood passes through the right atrium. Okay. So here, coming to first step, deoxygenated blood blood collected with the help of superior vena cava plus inferior vena cava. Okay. So from here the deoxygenated blood passes to the right atrium. So what happens here? This right atrium will get contraction and sends blood to right ventricle with the help of tricuspid valve. Now right ventricle, what it will do? It will send again deoxygenated blood to lungs to get purification with the help of pulmonary arteries. Okay, right and left, both. Right and left. So once again I'll repeat. In pulmonary loop, what will happen? Deoxygenated blood from every part of the body is collected with the help of superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. So superior vena cava, what it does? It collects blood from this part, okay, head, arms, everything. And coming to inferior vena cava, it collects blood from bottom part. Okay, so then it collects blood and it transfers to right atrium with the help. Normally it will from bottom it will give from inferior vena cava, and from top we will get from superior vena cava, and it is released to right atrium. What right atrium will do? Again it pumps blood to the right ventricle with the opening of tricuspid valve. So in again right ventricle, it transfers blood to the lungs So to get purified, because it is deoxygenated blood. So what it will do? It transfers blood to the lungs with the help of pulmonary artery. With the help of pulmonary artery. And again from pulmonary artery and from again lungs, we will get oxygenated blood. Okay. Oxygenated blood to the left atrium with the help of pulmonary veins. So with the help of pulmonary veins. Pulmonary veins. So this total it is called pulmonary loop till left atrium pulmonary circuit. So here you can see. So this is blood capillaries. Sorry, body capillaries. Body capillaries. So from here deoxygenated blood will pass to superior vena cava and inferior vena cava to right atrium. So this is right atrium. And from here, blood pass to right ventricle with the help of tricuspid wall. So this is the tricuspid wall. And from here, deoxygenated blood travels to lungs. So these are the lung capillaries. Capillaries. So it passes to lungs with the help of pulmonary arteries. Pulmonary arteries. Okay. With the help of pulmonary arteries, deoxygenated blood is transferred to lungs, and from lungs again oxygenated blood where CO2 is removed there. So here again oxygenated blood is traveled to left atrium with the help of pulmonary veins. Pulmonary veins. Remember one thing, deoxygenated blood is carried through pulmonary arteries and oxygenated blood is traveled through pulmonary veins. Okay, these two words are very important and don't get confused. So pulmonary veins, this is for oxygenated. Oxygenated, and pulmonary arteries, these are for deoxygenated. Okay. So from here, oxygenated blood is traveled to left atrium and again it travels to left ventricle with the help of bicuspid valve. So bicuspid valve is opened and oxygenated blood is pumped to left ventricle and oxygenated blood is traveled to aorta to the different parts of the body. So deoxygenated blood come from this side and oxygenated come from this side. So that's why it is called as double circulation. So the circuit is called pulmonary and this circuit is called systematic. Understand? So from lungs, pulmonary veins, oxygenated blood comes to left ventricle, and from left ventricle to left atrium to left ventricle and again blood. So this is called systematic circuit. Now coming to here we know that heart pumps blood to every part of the body, right, and that to lungs also. But how heart gets blood? I mean heart muscles get blood. So here it has a natural phenomenon which is called as coronary circulation. Here in this circulation there is two types of arteries which help in circulating the blood. One is right coronary artery and next one is left coronary artery. So in right coronary artery what happens? The blood is transferred to right atrium and right ventricle with the help of this artery, and these arteries are derived from basement of the aorta, and so it transfers blood to the right atrium and right ventricle. And coming to left coronary artery, here it has two types. One is circumflex artery and left anterior descending artery. These two helps in circulating the blood to left atrium and left ventricle. And another, there is a coronary sinus. What? Coronary sinus. So it helps to transfer deoxygenated blood from heart to the lungs with the help of pulmonary artery. Lungs with the help of pulmonary artery. And mainly here you should remember one thing, that if there is any blockage, okay, if there is any blockage in right coronary artery, you will get heart attack. So it leads to heart attack. So there should not be any blockages in coronary arteries. Now we will discuss about so now we will discuss about conducting system of our heart. Okay, so just you think that from our childhood our heart has been beating, right? That too without any involvement of our brain. But how? Because for example, I'm moving this hand, right? Because I'm getting signals from my brain. But for heart, there is no any. I mean, there is no signals that comes from brain. But how our heart works? So here, heart is myogenic. Okay, remember the term myogenic. So heart is called as myogenic, which means it has cells. Heart has its own cells which give electric impulses. Okay, it has cells which give electric impulses. Okay, so in heart we have two nodes, especially two nodes, and these two are very important. One is SA node and one is AV node. One is SA node, that is sinoatrial node, and next one is AV node, that is atrioventrical node. Okay, so here you can see that sinoatrial node and atrioventricular node. So coming to sinoatrial node, here it is situated at the posterior of the right atrium. So this is right atrium, this is right ventricle, left atrium and left ventricle. Here you can see right ventricle. Here you can see that is, it is sinoatrial node, that is which has been situated at right atrium. Okay, so from here we will get signals. So it passes electric signals, electric impulses to AV node. So this is AV node. Okay, AV node, and this is sinoatrial node. And here it is natural pacemaker. It is called as natural pacemaker because without any help of brain, it is giving signals, right? So from here, signals are getting transferred to AV node. That means here the right atrium will be contracted. Okay, when signals come, the right atrium will be contracted like this. Blood is pumped into right atrium, and then AV node will get the signals. Here AV node, what it will do? It will give 0.1 delay time because it waits it waits till right atrium will get contracted, till right atrium right atrium is fully contracted. Okay, so there should not be any blood left into right atrium. So from here, blood transfers to right ventricle when AV node will get signals. So then AV nodes will give signals and it opens right atrium and blood will fully pumped into right ventricle. So first one is SV node, that is SA node, that is sinoatrial node, and next one is atrioventricular node. So here it gives signals. AV node, it will delay 0.1 second and then give signals. From there blood is transferred to right ventricle, from right atrium to right ventricle. Now here again we have two types of pathways, I mean like two types of this also like signals. Okay, so this is, you know, right, this is SA node, this is also known as natural pacemaker. Okay, pacemaker. So it gives signals, and from here we will get to AV node. AV node. Okay. And AV node, what it will do? It will give impulses, electric impulses to bundle of His and Purkinje fibers. Here you can see, right? So this is bundle of His. Okay, these two, this layer and this layer. So these two are called bundle of His. So what this bundle of His will do? It will give electrical impulses to the ventricle from the outside. Okay, and now we have Purkinje fibers which are situated here. Okay, so from here it will also give electrical signals to the inside of the heart. So total overall we are getting electrical impulses with the help of SA node, AV node, and then bundle of His and Purkinje fibers. So these four are very important for transferring the signals in the heart. Now coming to heartbeat mechanism. Here we have systole and diastole. Okay, these are the two terms which you should remember, and these are very important also. So one is systole, which means contraction. Okay, which means contraction. And coming to diastole, which means relaxation. Okay, relaxation. So these two are important terms which you should remember. So systole means contraction, diastole means relaxation. Now in systole, so here we have four types. One is atrial systole. Okay, second one is ventricle systole, ventricle systole. Third one is diastole, complete diastole. Okay, complete diastole, and one cycle, one circulation cycle. So here by listening terms you can understand, right? So atrial systole means, in here you can see, so this is the right atrium, right? So first it will get contracted, both right atrium and left atrium, both. So these two will get contracted. So from contracting, blood will flows to the left, right ventricle and left ventricle. So when right atrium closes, with the help of tricuspid and bicuspid valves, blood flows to the ventricle and left ventricle, and that too which happens at a time. So when blood flows to the right ventricle, it passes blood to the pulmonary artery and it goes to the lungs, and again blood comes to the left ventricle with the help of pulmonary veins. So in wait, I will explain clearly. So here one second. Okay, here you can see the heart, right? So 1 minute I will clear. uh, Wait, so 1 minute I will erase this all so you can understand better. Okay, okay, 1 minute. So you should remember two terms, one is systole, one is diastole. Okay, so this is the heart. And here this is left atrium, sorry, right atrium and right ventricle, left atrium and left ventricle, right? So here what happens? Systole, that means contraction. So atriums, both atriums will get contracted, and then getting, I mean it released, it pumps blood to the right ventricle and left ventricle at the same time. Okay, so these both, these all four will get contracted, and from here blood will get transformed. 1 minute. So here blood will get transferred to heart with the help of pulmonary artery. Okay, so these are the pulmonary arteries, right? Pulmonary arteries. So from here blood is getting transferred to lungs, and again from here blood is getting entered into left atrium. So these all will get systole, that is atrium systole. So all four will get contracted at a time, and then ventricle diastole. That means, so first atrium systole, ventricle systole, and then uh, four chambers will get diastole, that is relaxation. So when blood gets pumped out to the body and lungs, then it will get relaxed, and again in a second it will get like this, that to 0.4 seconds. Okay, again it will get contracted, first contraction, then at a time four will get relaxed, and again it will start the circle again, and complete circle. Okay, complete cycle, complete cycle will takes place in 0.8 seconds. So uh, per minute we will get 72 heartbeat, right? Blub, 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 blub. So in that one complete cycle takes place in 0.8 seconds. Now we will get to know the uh, sounds of the heart. Okay, now we will get to know sounds of the heart. That means heartbeat. Heartbeat sound. Okay, wait. Heartbeat sound. So heartbeats, it gives sound like lub, dub. Okay, and these two are not because of contraction or relaxation. It is because of, lub is because of AV, AV was AV was contraction. Okay, so that means contraction. That means we have aortic valve and pulmonary valve, right? So it is because of, lub is because of AV valve. And coming to dub, it is because of semilunar valves, and it is because of contraction of semilunar valves. Uh, so it's like, so here these are the because of tricuspid and bicuspid valves. Okay, bicuspid valves. So the lub sound is due to tricuspid and bicuspid contraction, and semilunar valve is due to pulmonary and aortic aortic valves. So these are because of contraction. So first one, lub is due to tricuspid and bicuspid contraction, and dub is due to semilunar contractions, that is pulmonary semilunar valves and aortic semilunar valves. So these are the heartbeat sounds, lub, dub. Okay, so here once again I will recap. Here we have, in heartbeat mechanism, we have systole and diastole. So systole means contraction, diastole means relaxation. And now coming to heartbeat, we are getting sound like lub dub lub dub lub dub. So that is due to contractions of AV valves and semilunar valves. Now these are the quick recap. That means from part 1 and part 2, these are the short notes. Okay, so here I have explained like a heart, which is a location of heart. It is located in mediastinum. So here you can see that it is located in mediastinum. And coming to size of the heart, that is closed fist, that means like this. And now coverings of the heart, I have said you that heart is covered by the pericardium. Okay, that membrane is called as pericardium, and it is of two types. One is fibrous pericardium, and next one is serous pericardium. Okay, in serous again two type. One is parietal, and one is visceral pericardium. So these are types of serous pericardium. And here pericardial fluid, you have remembered this pericardial fluid, it is present between pericardial cavity. Okay, so pericardial cavity is present between fibrous and visceral. So these are the two layers. So in between we have pericardial cavity, and in that cavity there is a fluid which is called as pericardial fluid, which has, which gives lubricant. Okay, so it helps in not rupturing of the layers. Okay, next this is the heart wall layer. We have three layers of heart, right? Layers of heart are three types. One is epicardium, that is outermost layer, myocardium, that is middle layer, and endocardium, that is inside layer. And in simple terms you can remember like EME. Okay, now again heart has four chambers. One is right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, and left ventricle. So these are the four chambers: right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, and left ventricle. Now again remember here there is it is one of the most important what we can say, it has already come in one neat, in one neat examination. So that is wall, thickest wall. So in four chambers, left ventricle has thickest wall comparing to left ventricle. Okay, so it has left ventricle has thickest wall comparing to right ventricle, because it pumps to systematic circulation, that is blood is passed through overall the body. And now coming to walls, there are two types of walls. One is tricuspid wall which has three cusps. Okay, and then bicuspid wall which has two cusps. And these are the pulmonary and aortic semilunar walls. Okay, so there are four types of walls. One is tricuspid, bicuspid, pulmonary semilunar wall, and then aortic semilunar wall. And now pulmonary arteries, here we have pulmonary arteries and pulmonary veins, right? So pulmonary arteries, what it will do, it carries deoxygenated blood from right ventricle to lungs. Okay, remember, deoxygenated blood from right ventricle to lung with the help of pulmonary arteries. And pulmonary veins, what it will do, it carries oxygenated blood from lungs to the left ventricle. Okay, from lungs, pulmonary vein, it carries oxygenated blood from left ventricle to the from lungs to the left ventricle. Now here blood enters from RA form, that is SVC, superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, to the and coronary sinus also. So from there blood enters to the right atrium, that to deoxygenated blood. Okay, next here you can see, and blood enters to left atrium with the help of pulmonary veins. Okay, that to oxygenated blood. Now and here I have said earlier that heart has double circulation, that is pulmonary circulation, and next one is systematic circulation. So here here what happens, so in our body blood is circulated, right? It is passed, it is traveled through heart to every part of the body, and that too at like twice at a particular time, that too at a one time two circulations happens, that is double circulation. Here pulmonary and systematic circulation. Now coronary circulation. Here in coronary circulation, what happens? Blood transfers to every part of the body, but not heart. So how heart will get blood? It is due to it has own coronary arteries which give blood to heart itself. So that circulation we will call as coronary circulation, which has coronary arteries from the atrium. Okay, base of the aorta we have coronary artery series. And coming to blockage. So here if we have any blockage in coronary artery, we will get heart attack. Okay, if we have any blockage in coronary artery, we will get a heart attack. So this one also important point. Note this point. And next, our heart is myogenic. That means it has cells which give its own electric impulses without any help of brain cells, that is nerve signals. Okay, so it is called as myocardial infection means heart attack, and it is myogenic. Here it is not mentioned, but remember myogenic. Okay, now, and conducting system. Here we have SA node, AV node. SA node is sinoatrial node, and AV node is atrioventricular node. This one is called as natural pacemaker. Okay, natural pacemaker. If there is any damage in SA node, we can replace with artificial pacemaker. Okay, so we have any damage in SA node, um, we can keep artificial pacemaker. And now coming to AV node. So here these all are the nodes, branches, fibers. These all will give electrical signals to heart. Okay, and now SA node. Here I have said like natural pacemaker. So here it beats 72 times per a minute. And here I have mentioned it myogenic. Heart is myogenic. And now cardiac cycle. So one total cardiac cycle will happen in 0.8 seconds. 0.8 seconds. Here it has divided like 0.1 cycle in atrial systole, that is atriums will be contracted, and ventricle systole, that is ventricle down, right ventricle and left ventricle will get contracted. Systole means contraction, diastole means relaxation. Okay, so here systole, that means contraction in 0.1 second. And coming to ventricular systole, here we have 0.3 seconds, that is ventricles will be contracted in 0.3 seconds. And now coming to diastole. Diastole means relaxation. So 0.4 second is enough for the relaxation. So total 0.8 second. So that's why cardiac cycle occurs in 0.8 seconds. Now coming to heartbeat sound, that is lub dub. Lub is it comes due to contraction of AV wall. So closing of AV wall. So AV walls means tricuspid and bicuspid walls. Okay, and coming to dub, here it comes due to because of semilunar valves, that is pulmonary semilunar valve and aortic semilunar valve. And here septum. So why septum is required? Septum prevents the heart mixing. So here I think that you all understand heart rate, anatomy of heart. So here just remember that these are the, you have any doubt, just once go through these slides before. I have given whole recap. And this topic is very important for preparation of NEET. So in every year we will get one question, compulsory one question from circulating system. So you all get ready to, you all prepare this topic very much. Okay, and thank you.